Vincent Courtois, and I live in the Sunset District.
Tanya Shaw Hartsfield. I live on Treasure Island.
My name is Robert Mitchner. I live in Sunset.
My name is Ryan Trainer, and I live in North Beach.
Hi, my name is Najwa, and I live right here in North Beach.
Julia Reese, Sunset.
Damone Hill, and I live in Richmond, California.
My name is Wayne Johnson, and I live in Mission Bay, right across the street there.
My name is Kevin Tucker. I live in Bayview, Hunters Point.
I worked out here for 20 years, and then I left and went to work for 3 different mayors, and now I'm back.
I'm Nicole Viverito, and I live in Lower Nob Hill.
David Twines, right here, Bayview, Hunters Point.
I lived out here for about 20 years, and I moved out about a year ago.
What do you think of the SFPUC Sewer System Improvement Program?
I haven't heard of it.
I was unaware of it. I didn't know anything about it.
I don't really know much about it. Is this where they're sleeving the pipes?
I don't know nothing about it.
Well, you know, actually, I really love it since they've upgraded the system here. Like the smell, which was really bad when we first moved in, has dissipated like 99.9%. We only smell it upon occasion, like low tide and stuff. So it's really a great improvement.
I approve of it because we need it real bad.
What do you think of the sewer system improvement program that's going on right now? Have you heard about it at all?
I haven't, actually.
You haven't heard about it?
I have heard about it on the news, on and off, but again, I don't have like detailed information.
It's just because people here, I say for whatever their situations, reason, they don't read literature. So, but I haven't even seen any about what's going on with PUC. So, again, being in a facility like this, if I'm knowledgeable of it, then I could be able to articulate it to them more so.
Definitely.
People coming in, when they see, you know, then we put up a sign or something, and they say, what is this? They'll come and ask a person here that they're familiar with, what's this? And then that's how you engage with them and explain to them what's going on. And that's why it'd be low turnout in meetings to support programs around here.
What honestly do you think of the SFPUC's sewer system improvement program?
Well, interesting that you ask. It has plagued this community since they built the wastewater treatment plant and snookered the community with respect to the Southeast Community Center.
How normally would you like to be informed of projects like this? I guess the newspaper is probably the best. All right. Because I go to the website.
By mail, mostly, but if it's coming on the news, I'd rather hear it do that too, on newspapers.
Maybe like they can mail stuff to people or something and let them know what's going on, or like advertise it.
I mean, if there was pamphlets or even emails or things like that, I would probably read it.
I guess news outlets.
News outlets?
Local news media, yeah.
Probably by mail, something that you could sit down and read, or like some sort of, I don't know, like direct mail or brochure, or
I guess some kind of like newsletter or something for like an email or something like that. Just kind of that's the thing that I usually check the most, or maybe just informing people like you're doing, like on the streets, and kind of just interacting with people.
Obviously,
Like you're doing now.
Okay.
You know.
Just general, like one-on-one people.
Yeah, just like you're doing now. Yeah.
You know, we operate in groups. And so to the extent that we can identify neighborhood groups, for example, at the housing developments, they're very active tenant groups, you know, but it's got to be verifiable. You can't just say you did it. You can't just say, you know, we ran an ad. No, that's not enough. If you rely on that, then, you know, we're going to get outplayed.
Well, if it were in my neighborhood, I would like at least to notice, you know, at least to the house, to the management of the apartment or condos, that they could put on other people. There's going to be a project. We anticipate it to be this, and this is how it may affect you, sort of thing.
Meetings, sending us a flyer, letting us know what's going on. There'll be a meeting on this day at this time to discuss it, give you further detail, that type of thing. I definitely think meetings.
What do you think would be the best way for them to reach out and also for the community to participate?
Maybe like hold little events and stuff, like maybe like volunteer stuff, like if they set it up. up to where people know about it and see it. They can just go up to it.
I think events, gives people a little bit of freedom to choose whether they want to participate or not.
You have to, I don't want to say trick them, but you have to use, like now we doing a midnight basketball league, right? But in the league, every night before the game, we have sessions that the kids have to come in, and talk. And we have different people come in. Like we had the health department come in and talk and did screening for HIV testing. And everyone that took the test received a $10 gift card. So the basketball is, when I say the trick, that's the carrot to get them here. Then with the workshops that we have before every game, and the youngsters know they have to come to the workshop in order to play. So then that's how you feed them the information. Elections coming up. We checked and saw who was registered to vote. So we did a voter registration night. So you use different techniques to get them here, get their attention, and then hit them with what you need. So that to me has worked quite well in this area.
How important is it that the community is involved in the process?
Very important.
It's important. I mean, people who live here should help and want to know what's going on and be a part of fixing it.
Well, just that I would like to know what's going on so that if I had a problem, I could give some feedback if I felt strongly about it.
I think it's very important. It's very important. We need to be aware. It's our community. We should definitely be involved in what's going on.
Well, I think it's very important that the community is involved in decisions because we live here and we're the people who experience the day-to-day things that are happening here in our city. So yeah, I think people should have a voice in whatever happens, whatever projects.
You've heard the old saying, what is it? Power conceives nothing without a demand. Well, at some point, our community is going to start demanding.
I think they need to be informed because it's going to affect them more so. Because they're here, you don't know what's going on. This whole thing with the shipyard. The hazardous stuff. It's like some people, consider people second citizens, that they don't have to explain it to them. You couldn't do the things out in the Sunset you do here because they'll have town hall meetings and stuff, and they want to know. So these people live here too. They may not have the same social income as people around the city, but they need to be informed and know because it's going to affect them. So but they have no one really out there advocating for them. So yeah, it's important for them to be informed, for them to know. And then hopefully maybe they get some advocacy to deal with issues in the Bay Area.
How well informed do you feel regarding San Francisco Public Utilities Commission's projects?
Honestly, not very well at all.
Do you feel informed when it comes to the PUC projects?
No. No, I would have to say no. I don't know that they're happening. So I say we only knew this one because they put a sign up. And it turns out from the sign that the project was approved like 10 years ago, but they just got around to it. And I found by asking actually to the maintenance people, the construction people, what some of the delays were. The city won't let us work when the tide's at this level sort of thing, and weather concerns and such like that. So just like to know if there's going to be delays, when it's going to start, how it will impact us and such, as I said before.
How familiar are you with projects with the SFPUC in general?
Not very familiar.
The only thing is that I don't think that we're informed that much on the news or whatever. Like they don't give us details, so I don't even know much about it. So that's not something that's within my radar. But if I knew more details or I was more informed, then yeah.
It's who gets informed, and informing. That's a nice word, but when you have as diverse a community, when you have the effort to truly inform the community is more than a notion. We've got so many issues we deal with, from environmental issues to education to crime, that people can say something with a small voice and say that they gave notice, but it's BS. It's BS. Do we get informed? No, not in a true sense.
People that live in the community are the ones that are part of the problem and part of the solution. So I think that everyone has to be involved.